Robert Ice here, the UK's #1 unconscious mind therapist. Listen, it's such a shame about Charlie Kirk, and it's had me reflecting all day on, on actually losing people that you love, people that are great to you. He was great to the millions of people that, follow these views and listen to him every day. And it's the same as, like my dad. I lost my dad. He was a great person to me, and I'm sure you've all lost great people in your life. We let things get us down sometimes, and life can hold us back, and we forget about the pain we've actually been through, for people we love, So I want to talk to you a little bit about grieving. Now, the thing about anyone grieving, is that normally what happens is you can grieve two ways, intelligently or you can self-harm. Now, the way to grieve intelligently is to remember them from the day you met them to the day before they got ill, or before they died suddenly, whatever, Because most people I meet when they come to me for grieving, because they're still suffering, they often think about the moment they got ill to the moment they died, the conversations they had, the last breath they took is a big one. People keep thinking of the last breath you took, and the problem with that is the unconscious mind don't know what's wrong, what isn't. So every time you think of the thought of them taking their last breath, you access that memory. The memory is the product of a past event, But we store the emotions to that, and we store the emotions to that. So every time you think of taking the last breath, you're feeling the emotion that you was there. So then you end up watching them die again and again and again, and then you think about them suffering. I was seeing them in hospital with tubes on them and things like that. That is not grieving. That is self-harming. And that's easier said than done. But what we have to do is put our mindset in from, like my dad, for instance. When Dad was born, I didn't know him before I was born, obviously. So from the day I was born to the day he got ill, if I focus on that bit, there's no bad memories. If I think about him, the good times, we ever start to smile. But if I think about him saying, "See you, get up there, giving it to me," or having an argument, I still start to laugh now, because there's no bad memories. Because when you remember someone, it doesn't matter if you love them. If it's the arguments you have, you start laughing because their character. Now, anyone that's lost a dad or a mum now, think about your dad telling you off when you was young. You're going to start to smile because you can't help it. Even though it's supposed to be a negative, it actually isn't, because it's a memory, and any memory of them is precious. So when you're focusing on them dying, that's disrespect. My dad was looking down from heaven saying, "He began, what you doing, you disrespectful little git? Like, remember me as a lump of cancer, all yellow." Like, he'd be mortified if I remembered him like that. So it's also disrespectful. And if I'm not going to think of him coming out my nan's bits and pieces when he was born, we don't think about our parents or loved ones who we love being born, so why do we keep thinking of them going out of the universe? Because it's none of our business how someone comes in, how someone goes out. That's their journey. How respectful thing. Well, we can be with them, sit with them while they go out, but actually our job is to sit with them when they go out. To grieve and to be respectful is to remember them from the day you was born to the day before they got ill, and that way you're grieving. Now, yes, you will cry, but you'll be happy, sad, and over time that will feel easier and easier. But it can go on for a lifetime if you keep focusing on how they died or the trauma of the event while they're dying. So I hope that helps you. And that's a big shout out to Charlie up there. God bless you. Anyway, have a good day, guys.